Government walking out during budget debate, a sad day for democracy, says Golden. Opposition leader Mark Golden has labelled the walkout by the government members of parliament MPs during his contribution to the budget debate on Tuesday as a sad day for our democracy. The walkout, which was led by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Tuesday, occurred after Golden criticised the appointment of the Prime Minister's wife, Juliet Holness, as Speaker of the House. Holness was appointed Speaker after former Speaker Marissa Dalrymple-Filbert was forced to resign following a damning report from the Integrity Commission. Today was a sad day for our democracy in the sense that for the first time the government in Parliament walked out during a budget debate and prevented the Leader of the Opposition from completing his presentation, denying the Parliament of quorum, so the Speaker had no choice but to end the proceedings, as I, as Leader of the Opposition, was unable to finish my presentation, Golden stated. I didn't say anything offensive about anybody. I made a point of principle, which is that it doesn't sit well with the tradition in our parliamentary system, which requires the Speaker of the House to be the independent of the government. For the wife of the Prime Minister, who is the head of the government, to be Speaker, which is respectfully the head of Parliament, these concerns are not just my concerns. Many Jamaicans feel the same way, he added. Golden did not get to finish his presentation, as with just 14 members of the opposition benches, they lacked the quorum of 16 for the required sitting to continue. Gender Minister condemns Golden remarks on Juliet Holness Speaker appointment. Gender Minister and Chair of the Jamaica Labour Party JLP Women's Caucus, Oliver Grange, has condemned opposition leader Mark Golden's remark on the appointment of Juliet Holness as Speaker of the House of Representatives. In his contribution to the 2024-2025 budget debate on Tuesday, Golden suggested that the appointment of the Prime Minister's wife as Speaker was bad practice as it lacked independence. The statement resulted in MPs from the governing JLP, led by Prime Minister Andrew Holness, walking out of Garden House. Grange, in her capacity as chair of the JLP Women's Caucus, emphasized Holness' qualification and her selection based on the standing orders. As a two-term member of Parliament and a professional of high esteem, Mrs. Holness was chosen for her remarkable track record and accomplishments. It is disheartening to witness such a capable and dedicated woman's achievement being trivialized, Grange expressed. Highlighting a broader issue of gender discrimination in politics, Grange called attention to the undermining of women's achievements. The tendency to attribute women's success to their connection with men, ignoring their professional dedication and sacrifices, must be addressed, she stated. At the same time, Grange urges Holness to reflect on his actions, pointing out the need for a change in the narrative around women's achievements. She noted the bipartisan support from Holness' appointment, evident by Philip Paulwell, leader of Opposition of Business, seconding her nomination. She also cited the example of Michael Peart serving as House Speaker while his brother was in Parliament, illustrating the non-issue of family relations in such appointment. Holness, who is also the MP for East Rural St. Andrew, replaced former Speaker Marissa Dalrymple-Filbert, who was forced to resign following a damning report from the Integrity Commission. Lifeguard accused of strangling brother to death will face committal hearing. Delando Bailey, the lifeguard accused of strangling his brother, Ocean Bailey, to death on September of last year, is scheduled to undergo a committal hearing on March 20. Bailey, 24, who is from Catherine Mount, St. James, was informed of his hearing date following his appearance in the St. James Parish Court last Monday. During the committal hearing, the judge said he reviewed the evidence presented by the prosecution to decide whether Bailey's case should be transferred to the St. James Circuit Court for trial. During Monday's proceedings, the clerk of the court informed presiding judge Sasha Marie Smith-Ashley that while the prosecution has been waiting for the scene of crime report regarding Bailey's case, they should still move forward with the case, even in the absence of that specific document. However, Bailey's attorney Henry McCurdy contended that the prosecution's case against his client was weak and cited self-defense as the reason for Bailey's action at the time of the incident. The matter is long past committal time. My records show it's from September last year, stated McCurdy, noting that the case was first heard in the court on September 20, 2023. Nonetheless, Judge Smith asked to schedule the committal hearing for March 20 and extended bail. Police had reported that the brothers were at home on September 12 when an argument developed over a bill. It escalated into a physical altercation, during which it is alleged that Delonda choked his brother until he became unresponsive. Ashton was taken to hospital where he was pronounced dead. Delonda reported the incident to the police, which led to his arrest. Todd's Memorial killing of 5th taxi operator since the start of the year. The killing of a St. Ann taxi operator between Monday and Tuesday morning brings the number of transport operators who have been murdered since the start of the year to 5. That's according to President of the Transport Operators Development Sustainable Services Todd Newman. He made this statement in relation to the discovery of a body in Brownstone, St. Ann on Tuesday morning. The deceased has been identified as 32-year-old Marlon Manning of Windsor St. Anne's Bay in the parish. Police said he was found by residents with gunshot wounds to the head. According to Newman, Manning's death is another attack on one of the island's most important service providers. It's not surprising that we continue to have the ongoing space of murder of our service providers, our first respondent in providing transportation for our people. This is the 5th taxi operator to be killed by hoodlums since the start of the year, he noted. Newman offered his condolences to the family and friends of the deceased and called on the country to do more to protect public passenger operators. Reports are that about 6:30 a.m., residents stumbled upon Manning's body and alerted the police. On arrival of the lawmen, the body was seen along the roadway with a gunshot wound to the head. The body was removed to the morgue. New police commissioner says Jamaica deserves a police force that is one of the best globally. New Commissioner of Police Dr. Kevin Blake says Jamaica deserves a public force that is responsive, modernized, and on par with the best law enforcement agencies in the world. Dr. Blake, who takes up duty, says the constabulary has never been as resourced as it is now, and he expects to obtain more resources to do what they describe as the most difficult job in Jamaica. Dr. Blake states that Jamaicans deserve to enjoy a safe and secure society. The police commissioner says the JCF is the most advanced and admired police force in the region. Dr. Blake further stated that crime is ever evolving and the force will continue to enhance intelligence capabilities and employ cutting-edge tools to stay ahead of criminal activities. He also underscored the importance of community engagement. Dr. Blake says he will not shrink from doing what is right for Jamaicans.
Jamaica wants justice, and for many Jamaicans, justice often starts in an interaction on any given day with the police. That interaction, whether forceful or otherwise, must be predictably professional and respect for the law and for the individual. We know this as the JCF. The Jamaican people deserve to live peacefully and to enjoy a safe, secure society, free of fear, free of crime and violence, and we must protect our nation home against all threats, external and internal. And in so doing, the Jamaica Constabulary Force will not fail in its duty to serve and protect the lawful majority. I bring to this job integrity of heart and skillful hands. I am a servant of laws and Constitution of Jamaica. I will not shrink back in doing what is right for the people of Jamaica. And I have the utmost confidence in the men and women of the JCF who share my heart and determination. In these exciting and momentous times for the JCF, I know my men and women will acquit themselves well. I'm also looking forward to continue receiving the brightest and the best to join our numbers. The JCF is a great place to serve and to build a career. I'm here to partner with every stakeholder, chief of which are citizens of Jamaica, in the interest of the national security of our country. I am present and I'm on time. I'm here to serve and I'm here to lead.
No more big books. Instead of the infamous big books in which information is recorded, Jamaica's first fully automated police station, which was opened in Hopewell, Hanover last Friday, has computers. This is actually not an ordinary police station. When you go inside, you'll notice that there's probably no big book at the front. There are computer screens and technology. You'll see that there are no longer ticket books here. They are handheld devices that, once you know who you are, you're known a lot about you, whether you have outstanding tickets and warrants, whether that car that you are driving is yours, We will know these things at this station, so this station is perhaps the first station that has onboarded all of our new technologies, outgoing Commissioner Major General Anthony Anderson revealed. The station's opening was met with delight by residents and stakeholders. It was made possible through a partnership between the Hanover Municipal Corporation, which owns the building, the Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF, and the Ministry of National Security. I remember when I came with the people to look at this place as a possibility for a police post here, a small outpost is to remove from Sandy Bay and do something here. What you see here today is nothing like what we've started. This is a police station, the full police station, stated Anderson. Head of the Jamaica Constabulary Force Corporate Communications Unit, Senior Superintendent of Police Stephanie Lindsay, explained to reporters that upon entering the station, citizens will log a report with an officer using a computer instead of the usual big book. At the end of the process, they can use a computer relationship management service system, touchscreen device to provide feedback on the service provided by the officer and the station in general. The station is also monitored by CCTV cameras. The men and women will also be equipped with body cameras and e-ticketing machines, while the 2 assigned vehicles are monitored with an Amber Alert tracking system. SSP Lindsay said another 200 plus stations island-wide will be gradually transformed into fully automated police stations. Officers assigned to the statistics unit with responsibility for configuring system Detective Inspector Donovan Henderson explained that the systems are configured to appreciate a report as well as manage an investigation. When the individual comes to the station, the initial report can be entered into the system, and then the management of this investigative process, all the way through disposal of the court, is entered into the system. You can see whether you are in Kingston or here, whether somebody is wanted. You can actually see his photograph and warrant. You can know what is happening with your case regardless of where you are, and if you're in a situation where you started in a location and entered into another, all you have to do is go on the system and bring up that information, Henderson stated. He believes technologically equipped police stations benefit both law enforcement and citizens. The Hanover station is expected to serve 21 of the 51 communities the Sandy Bay Police Station currently serves. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.